on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
Travel trouble at many intersections in South Fargo tonight. This is along 37th Avenue. Hard rain led to substantial street flooding, not just there, but along 25th Street and University. Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us this evening. The rain came in buckets tonight for some, not all, but when it came, it was big buckets. More on the street flooding in just a moment.
Tonight's storm included thunder and lightning, and that lightning frightened a lot of people in Moorhead. This blue car was struck around 7:30. A 20-year-old woman was leaving Bluestem after seeing a concert, driving along 50th Avenue when the car's antenna was struck by lightning. She was taken to a hospital. Police say she appeared to be okay, but was pretty shaken up. You can see the back window is completely blown out. We spoke with a woman who saw and heard it all.
It was crazy and scary to see a lightning strike right in front of us. We were standing there, we were in the pavilion at Trollwood, and we looked down the street and we saw a huge bolt of lightning hit the ground. There was an explosion, and then we saw a huge ball of smoke go up in the air. And we couldn't believe, we didn't know what to think.
Larson says the strike also blew a hole into the road a few feet away from the car, adding that the hole was about 1.5 feet wide.
Wow. From funnel clouds this afternoon to a stormy evening. We're having to keep a close eye on the weather not only today, but tonight as well. We're not over yet.
Let's head over to Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson for the latest forecast. Hutch?
Well, I'll tell you what, right now we're tracking storms and they continue to swirl around the FM area. A recent severe thunderstorm warning has expired for this collapsing storm now moving through central parts of Clay County. The first round of storms that caused the flooding and the person to be struck by lightning, that hit South Fargo and South Moorhead with 1 to 3 inches of rain, nary a drop in North Fargo. The second storm, as you can see here, impressed most of its energy in North Fargo with some hail reported there and a gust to 64 miles per hour. Strongest storms are now in Lakes Country out towards Holly, Lake Park, and Detroit Lakes right now. Those storms are non-severe, but a lot of lightning and very heavy rain continuing. The rain is going to continue into the overnight. Yes, Fargo, Moorhead, Jamestown, Valley City, and much of Griggs, Steele, and Trail County will continue to see rain chances the next few hours. Your hour-by-hour forecast in a few moments.
All right, thank you so much, Hutch.
All right, back to the street flooding. I want to show you some pictures that I shot tonight. This is from the front step of my house. Water racing out of the downspout. This was just about 7 o'clock. Thankfully, there was no hail in my neck of the woods. On my way back to work, I headed east along 37th Avenue, ran into this mess. As cars drove by, it looked like a no-wake zone should be put up. I then went on to south of Courts Plus University. You can see more street flooding. That delivery driver certainly was in a hurry to get back to the store. After crossing South University, I made my way into Harwood Groves area. This driver stalled and might be looking at a big repair bill to get the car running again. I pulled over to watch cars driving north and south along University. Some drivers, as you can see, unsure whether they made the right decision. Those with a higher clearance vehicle had little problems getting through the water. As I joined in the parade, it was clear that driving in the left lane along University was the safe way to go. We also know that there was a stretch of 32nd Avenue South near Hornbachers that was closed until the water dropped. With rain comes mosquitoes, and crews with Cass County Vector Control have been working hard to get rid of the latest batch.
They say with the recent heavy rains, there are areas that are seeing a bigger mosquito population. Valley News Team's Giovanna Simic tells us which towns in Cass County are seeing the worst of the problem.
I haven't had any troubles tonight, but in the past weeks even I haven't had any troubles.
People I spoke with in the FM area said they haven't been pestered by mosquitoes this summer.
We went from conditions that were great, no mosquitoes, people were comfortable, things were awesome, and then just after a short weekend of heavy rains that turned the corner quite fast on us.
Cass County Vector Control says this year is a little bit unusual for them because of the recent rain. Typically, they see more mosquitoes in June.
We're dramatically worse in the rural areas, which they do not quite have the level of larval control that we have in town.
Hunter and Mapleton, North Dakota are some of the rural communities seeing the worst of the problem. Cass County Vector Control says they have caught over 1,000 mosquitoes in Hunter, compared to Fargo, where the average is 40, meaning more spraying has to be done to get rid of the problem.
We know it's probably going to not be a one and done situation, particularly in these places with just excessive numbers. One application isn't probably going to cut it.
I think we have it pretty good here, that they're taking really good care of us.
In Fargo, Giovanna Simic, Valley News Live.
Cass County Vector Control will be spraying in Fargo, West Fargo, and Moorhead tomorrow night around 8:30. They'll continue to monitor the county to see how much more spraying they will have to do after tonight's weather.
A suspicious package led to some anxious moments today at the NDSU Research Park. Turns out the package was ibuprofen, but fire investigators say it came in a box without a return label, which is why it was suspicious.
So it's nothing serious right now, but protocol, we're going to end up doing a double package on it, notify the health department, which are going to send it out to the state lab for confirmation.
At least 5 people were quarantined for about an hour and a half.
All eyes were on the roll call vote tonight of the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia as delegates nominated Hillary Clinton for president. The keynote speaker tonight was Bill Clinton, who highlighted Hillary's lifetime of fighting for children and families. Bill Clinton told the crowd about Hillary's long record of delivering results and how she looks for ways to make a difference in people's lives. Hillary Clinton will officially accept her party's nomination on Thursday night.
Human remains that were found a week ago in Burleigh County have been identified. Police say they belong to this man, 26-year-old Christopher Mann of Bismarck. His family hasn't heard from him since February of 2011. The remains were found by the Missouri River near McLean Bottoms. When Mann went missing in southwest Bismarck, he was believed to be on foot and depressed.
A 1960 MVP plaque and the S. Ray Hickok Award belt, 2 items that were stolen early this morning from West Acres Mall in Fargo. Police say surveillance video shows the burglar smashing a door and then smashing the museum exhibit before running back out and into a waiting car, all in less than 2 minutes. Police say they don't have a suspect yet. The Hickok belt was awarded to the Professional Athlete of the Year, and it could be worth tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars.
The American Legion Post No. 2 in downtown Fargo has agreed to terms to sell its building. The building, located at 505 3rd Avenue North, has been the American Legion's home for over 60 years. The Kilbourne Group bought the building. Post 2's new location is going to be at the old Hector Airport Terminal off of 23rd Avenue North in Fargo. Remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. You can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, then you have to like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day.
Valley News Live.